Hello and welcome. Today is Sunday, 22nd day of October 2017, and welcome. Time for a crypto trading video. My name is Derek. Everything you do is within your own risk and your own reward, but that should be so obvious, and you should know that because you're in this game. High risk, high reward, but quite frankly, within the crypto games, the rewards have been high. Bittrex has announced a statement on BTG, Bitcoin Gold. If you have Bitcoin balance on Bittrex during the Bitcoin Gold snapshot block occurring approximately on October 24th at 3 a.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. UTC, you will be additionally credited the equivalent amount of BTG on a one-to-one basis. So for every Bitcoin you have, you'll get one BTG. If you got 2.17, you'll get 2.17. Obvious. So it will work out to free money. To what extent that you would be getting 20%, 10%, 5%, 1%, 0.2%, who knows? If you want to hold them and get free coins, you'll obviously get free coins. Bittrex is supporting it, and I've already hit BTC is. So then, with that being stated, I already have to wake up a little early, not too early, on Monday, 7 o'clock in the morning, which used to be my normal time, so it won't be too hard. It just means I'll have to use my alarm clock, but it was 8:30 in the morning for Bitcoin Cash, so that worked out pretty decent. It's a little early, but you know what? That was fine, especially in the summer when I get up earlier. However, 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, this would suck if I was in California for 3 o'clock in the morning. That's way too late to stay up for and way too early to wake up for. But I guess I have no choice. So I will be probably up at 5:25, 5:30. I hate saying that, but I literally have no choice. All right, then. So with that being stated, I will at 6 o'clock time on Tuesday be looking to buy alternate cryptocurrency coins, and they're probably going to be pumping really fast at approximately 10 hours and 1 second into the day UTC time, or basically 1 second after the snapshot. You'll probably see alternate coins have a decent size push to the upside, and I mean decent, I will mean large. How it will retain from there, well, that will be another question, because last time with Bitcoin Cash, it didn't, after that rally, it didn't sustain. I'll wait till further time to see how that will work out. But I would expect at the morning on Tuesday that the altcoins will do really well. I also think as we move into that point, the altcoins will probably go down for, that's now going to be a little under 48 hours now. I think they will go lower in price, and Bitcoin will go higher in price. So I wouldn't be surprised if we hit well into the 6,000s on into the session. I just hope that if this does go to like 6,600, that the Bitcoin I have on like places like Coinbase, which I plan on using as money spending, and I'm planning on using it, that if I have to do it tomorrow, that I can actually buy stuff there, because I do want to spend Bitcoin at Bitcoin prices around 65, 66. And I'm thinking that there might be a decent chance, not necessarily guaranteed though, because Bitcoin went up after Bitcoin Cash, that maybe Bitcoin does hit like a that high target level that I've been talking about. And then it becomes 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, and then Bitcoin goes down. And maybe that's a high not seen for quite some time. And when I say quite some time, I mean multiple weeks. And in that situation there, it would make it very difficult to make that purchase, because then I either want to make it around now, which might make some. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting the profit now. But even then, if it falls from like, say, 68 down to whatever, there's probably a good chance could get back to 6,000. I mean, there's always the risk that this thing keeps shooting up to the target level, which again, I'm thinking is around 7. and then it has a serious retracement where it goes down to like 5,000, and we're not going to see 6,000 for like maybe 3 weeks or something, or some sort of a serious daily term correction. Now, this is the hourly time frame, and I put this up on the 2.5 minute warning, and I was under high expectations without even knowing at that time about Bitcoin Gold. I found out maybe 20 minutes after I did the video, and I figured it was going to do this. And it's something that normally, especially without knowing this and the trend, that you see a move down to here, resisting, come back to this level, and you're just in this band area here. You can say, well, it's not as strong here, and it could easily go lower. That's technical analysis, but I was just relatively confident that this level of support was exactly where it was going to go. And yesterday, it was really interesting. I don't like to short Bitcoin, and I did last night for like 6 minutes. No, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. As the price action was at, what did I short it at? 6. This is the hourly time frame. Somewhere around here. It was either 60.42 or 59.42. I just remember that 42 number. And what happened was it was looking like it was going to go lower, and I'm thinking, why am I doing this? I'm just going to go for 57, right? And which would have been this bottom. I was going to go for 57. I'm thinking, okay, this is really not, I'm looking how much extra Bitcoin I'm going to make, because I pushed the sell Bitcoin button, and I seen how much it cost me in Bitcoin. And then I put my buy order to buy it back at 57. I'm looking, yeah, that's really nothing good. I mean, it's a profit I'd be getting, and I was just undesirably happy about looking at the two numbers of how many Bitcoins I sold and how many Bitcoins I was buying back, and how, well, I guess if you're selling at 6,000, buying at 57, I mean, that's only 5%. Take off a 0.5% rake. And that's another reason why I hate doing it. I mean, it's just not worth it. Anyway, I noticed what was going on. I was looking at the market, and it started to go down a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. But at the same point, I'm thinking, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Then I noticed that on the Coinbase exchange, the market had moved up about 20 basis points or $20 more than $25 more than I had sold it for, and I was able to buy it back for the exact same price that I sold it for at that time. I'm thinking, yeah, I might as well. So there goes a 0.5% of what I put in just for trying to make the trade, paying a 0.25% rake times 2. So be it. I don't like to short that market, but yeah, I do expect it to go higher. And when you're talking about big, longer term levels, like, oh, I think Bitcoin's going from 7 to 5. I think that would be more of an opportunity for me to tether it, especially later on into 2018, where I would think maybe if a longer term retracement, maybe going from like 14,000 to like 8, I'll probably most certainly, I'm considering buying, getting into some sort of cash formation as far as like trading mechanism when I think it's really, really high. So as we move on, the Bitcoin price chart on the daily is screaming right now that it's ready for a break. The fundamentals are there now that a major exchange is going to be getting the Bitcoin Gold. Because what I was thinking, if it was only going to be the smaller ones, and even a lot of the smaller ones aren't accepting it either, but like HitBTC and Yobit and stuff like that, you know, that price just, I don't know how confident I'm going to be, but there's going to be a lot of people getting the Bitcoin Gold, and there's going to be more people wanting to, because how many people honestly trade on Yobit and on HitBTC? There's a lot of people that trade on Bittrex, and the volume there is big. So therefore, they're probably going to get a lot of deposits within their site, because people are like, okay, this site doesn't offer it, or this place I have it on, I'm not going to get it. So this is one of many different places. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but HitBTC and Bittrex definitely, from what I see, are doing it. And within price action, you got this situation here. You got the sideways move after the good rally, comes back down to the 18 average, And then you have a small gain, barely breaking resistance. By certainly you're not selling off because a pause day the day after still making all-time highs. And in today's session, it's already had its retracement and come back from its low. So it's having that like cattail, I think that's the name of it, formation. And getting a lot of these names is tough when I've pretty much never ever read a trading book, although I've read a lot of articles on the internet, so that kind of doesn't count. But I'll tell you one game that if I were to play you in, I am very good at it, but I don't know any of the lingo because I don't read things on the internet. I've never read a book, and that'd be backgammon. But I know a lot about it, and I've got names for plays that I've made up myself that you have no idea about if you were a good backgammon player. But anyway, the strategy in here, this comes back to this level. It does not reach the 18 average of highs, albeit very close. But how many people, as far as trading mechanisms, and actually use a front-weighted 18 average of highs in their calculations? I know some of you might, and that's probably because I've been showing them in the videos. However, it's not like it's a common thing people see. I just, one day when I was on freestockcharts.com, I noticed I could actually take highs and lows, and I thought the idea, why don't I have the same period for like the highs, lows, and closes? And I'm like, this looks good. And then I used to make all my charts myself, and a couple reasons for that. One, because there's a lot of charts I couldn't show, and even the silver quarterly chart right now is still one of them. I'll get that up by the end of the year. But I would do it because I could make this 18 average band, and there really wasn't anywhere else I could do it. Well, now TradingView with their site lets me do it. I really do love this 18 average band, and I'm going to keep using it. So now let's talk about the alts. This is the daily Ethereum chart crossed with Bitcoin. And again, I think these things are going to have some significant moves lower. Now, what you're going to notice this happened last time and it was easily predictable it would happen, so it's got to be predictable it would happen again, is in the hours, full day, 24 hours, whatever, even 4 hours, 2 hours beforehand, the prices of the commodities, or the altcoins, like Ethereum, Litecoin, any of them, that are traded on other exchanges that do not support Bitcoin Gold, you will then notice that it's much, much cheaper to buy them on Bittrex and any other supporting site because people will be unloading them for the Bitcoin Gold, where on other sites that don't support it, there's no reason to sell it there. And if they were to do so because, I can't put, maybe Poloniex, I can't do it there. I gotta move it to another site. Well, today's the day you gotta move it because there's going to be a period of time before the wallets will go offline. And then when the fork happens, they'll remain offline. And then for a while after that, they will continue to remain offline. So you might not have access, say on Bittrex, to your Bitcoin wallet, probably starting sometime tomorrow into Wednesday or Thursday. And that has to happen within the fork. So within that time frame, you really just can't be moving funds over very easily there. And you most certainly can't be moving altcoins to Bittrex and expect to sell them for a valuable price because you're selling them for so cheap on this site. Therefore, if you do want to get them out of sites into other ones like Bittrex and hit BTC, I don't know about their wallet right now because I haven't seen it in 24 hours, but it was working yesterday. But if you probably only have so much time. I think you should have most of the day, but I think sometime tomorrow I would expect Bittrex to close down the Bitcoin wallets, and that means, that's so. If you want to move it today, would be a good day, I think, to do it. I've already made 2 Bitcoin withdrawals over to Bittrex. I'm going to probably make another one later in the day when I am able to accumulate the more Bitcoins to transfer. Thank you. Actually, I'm not done this video yet. I was going to say thank you for tuning in, yada, yada. I got like a couple more charts I want to show quickly, and then a contest giveaway announcement. Here's Litecoin, and it seems ready to go down. I bought some last night, then I sold it. I made a small loss. I don't know why I was trying to make a short-term small gain. The rallies that I thought would happen weren't even close. Not a single sell order came in. I had to sell it for a very small loss this morning on the altcoins that I bought last night. But again, I expect this to go lower. Now, within the sites like Bittrex, if you have orders in, you'll still get your Bitcoin Gold. And I'm not going to remove my big orders down below. Because if they sell this off so badly that it's like OMG, then I might just say, you know what, I'll take the prices, because I realize if you buy Litecoin, say 2 minutes, even a minute maybe, after the fork, or any of these coins really, the high volume ones, and you see the price movement, it technically might be more profitable to buy it a second or 5 seconds before, when the prices are so cheap, because you might be able to buy this. Say this goes to 80. So it goes to 80 or whatever number. It's not important. It's all about percentage moves anyway. So it goes to 80. And you're like, okay, maybe people are selling at the bottom. You could buy there. Like, oh man, I'm not going to get Bitcoin Gold now, because it's like maybe 4 minutes until that time. And but you buy, and then 4 minutes after the fork, we'll say, maybe the price is already up to 93. And it could even be, I've even seen some ones higher than that. I've seen some 20-30% pushes pretty fast on the Bitcoin Cash the last time. So there would be a situation where now you're getting about a 15% push, and now you're going to have to rely on Bitcoin Gold doing that to just counter the play. So there's a lot of interesting strategies that are going to be available. Those that are familiar with game theory, this might be some time to analyze game theory strategies for this situation, because when you're in a unique time, not only unique, but a rare time that doesn't occur too often, whatever plays you want to go for, it would be you go on to get them activated. Now, I got 2 codes that I'm really not too sure what to do, and I'm probably going to do nothing or just do my normal trading, everyday trading as it is, and that's Extra Bytes, XBY, and Smart. These are codes not traded where you'll get the bonus. Now, technically, XBY is on YoBit, but a couple of factors there. YoBit's not as big of a volume exchange as the collective other ones, and there was a lot of bad heat with XBY that a lot of people withdrew their XBY out of there when they could, or sold it for Bitcoin, buying on the other exchanges, because XBY is also bought on C/CEX, and I haven't checked, but I don't think they're going to do the fork they didn't last time. It is also traded on Nova Exchange. They are not doing the fork. It is also traded on Cryptopia. They are not doing the exchange. Smart Cash is only available on 2 exchanges, at least not counting in China. And it's available on Cryptopia. As I mentioned, they are not doing it. And on Coin Exchange, and I still haven't heard an announcement from them as of yet. So I'm going to presume maybe, but I don't know. I don't think so. But I haven't heard anything from them yet on their Twitter page. Now, what my original plan was, expecting Cryptopia to actually have the fork done, was I was probably going to sell them right beforehand, like hours before, and then buy them right after. But I would assess the mathematics to see how the bid-asks work, and then also determine in the day to beforehand if there's any strategic sells in. It was a very difficult thing to try to gamble, sell them off, turn them into Bitcoin, and then moments after the fork, buy them back. So I'm just going to most likely leave it as it is. And I also think if they're in in areas where they can't sell off, like Litecoin and all the other ones on Bittrex, that they might not get smashed as it is anyway. It could just be normal trading with those codes. And if anyone's going to be wanting to turn XBY into Bitcoin Cash, they're going to have to sell it and then turn it to another exchange. So that should bring it down today. And if that's the case, if it goes lower, I'll probably end up being a buyer on XBY if, of course, there is a serious retracement. Now, I was going to do a contest today, and I'm moving it later this week. And it was a flash contest, something that was going to be somewhat of a surprise. But I did say in one of my videos yesterday I was going to do one for today. It'll be a small one, like 25 US dollars worth of probably Bitcoin, but maybe an altcoin, not sure yet. And the reason why is because of the fork, that the payments would have been done roughly around Tuesday. and I don't want to do it when the fork is going on. So then I'm probably going to do it later this week. It will be difficult, however, and I want to do a flash contest every month. However, I'm going to probably do like a couple easy ones, like lower amounts in value, but I'm going to have to do one of the ones where a video gets so many likes or so many views. I'll do a certain contest that will be working into 2018. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day.